Tell us a little bit about the challenge that Arkansas brings you in. It's an SEC team, although they've kind of struggled a little bit. That's still some talented guys on the other side of the ball.
Absolutely, it's definitely a talented bunch. The challenge they bring is obviously going to be the size that they have up front. And, I think our guys are ready to match up against them. We play Louisville this year. Louisville's a big football team, so I feel like our guys have been putting the work in. Our goal is to go out there and just do our job, and when the play is there to be made, let's make them.
They've switched up some quarterback stuff too. A lot of different guys that are playing, and they may play one or two guys. Just how much does that change, or how much different things do you have to prepare for, not knowing really what you can see?
Well, really, those guys, 13 has not taken a lot of snap this year, so you just have the one game to go off of him. 9 Jones, you got to be ready for his mobility. You got to be ready for his playmaking ability, his ability to get outside the pocket and do some things in the run game. Both of those guys obviously have really strong arms, so you just got to be ready for all facets of the game.
Whether it's a tough conference that's dealt with it, I mean, what do you think has been a part of why Arkansas has kind of struggled to really get going this year?
SEC Saturdays are pretty tough regardless who you are. I mean, even though some teams have better records than others. But I think that, going in that conference every single Saturday, I think it's a task. And you got to have the experience. You got to have the right people in the right position. And, I mean, most of those games come down, to the last 5 minutes, like Coach Helton always says. He's coaching the SEC. But, really can't – I don't know how to contribute their record. Really that's not the focus. The focus is to go out there and just try to do our job on every single play.
What have you guys learned the last 2 weeks where this defense has really been challenged? Some teams that are putting up a lot of points now.
I mean, that's life in football. You just got to be ready, play one play at a time, and just understand your role and just understand your job and do it to your best ability. And then when the play's there, try to make the play. And just whenever momentum switches are coming in the games, you got to be ready to put fires out a little bit better. I think that we started the game last week really hot, and the momentum kind of switched, and we didn't finish the game well at all. So I think we definitely learned some things last week.
And it's going to be Arkansas Senior Day. They're probably going to come out and be pretty desperate to get a win. I mean, how are you trying to combat that with your guys?
Well, really, Senior Day is really not a concern. It's a Saturday. It's a football game. It just happened to be their last one in their stadium. I try not to make Senior Days, whenever our guys' Senior Day come up, not an emotional thing. It's something that you're looking forward to play, and really, that's not a concern of ours, to be honest with you.
What have you seen from Rakeem Boyd, their running back? He's really gotten a pretty good season this year.
Yeah, he's definitely a Southeastern Conference running back. That's kind of how I explain him to our guys. He definitely is a workhorse. He's a good football player. He's definitely put in some good work over his years.
Have you seen anything else from them on film that really stands out?
Yeah, I mean, I really like their tight ends. I like their wide receivers. That those are good players. I think they have a couple backs that definitely can make some plays. I think they have a lot of quarterbacks. Obviously, they shuffle some guys, so they believe in the system. I think that system is pretty good. Coach Morris, we coached against each other at Clemson in 2013 and 14. So obviously, he has a really nice system right there.
Good. Thanks, Coach.
Cool, absolutely.
All right.